So the angels arrive, and they say, "Do not be afraid, for see, I am bringing you good news." Good news. It seems like there's not a lot of good news in our world today. Seems like anytime you turn on the news, there's a lot of bad news, or there's a lot of no news. As one of you said to me last week, the Kardashians are not news, right? So there's either bad news or no news. What are we to do in a world that is bereft of good news? That's the question that I pondered this week, and an experience that I had several years ago came to me, a story that I wanted to share with you today. So as we prepare for the word preached, would you join with me your hearts and minds in prayer? Oh God, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of each of our hearts be found acceptable in your sight, for you are our rock and our Redeemer. Amen. A long time ago, there were these boys in my youth group, 14-year-old boys, who, oh yeah, you already get it, don't you? 14-year-old boys who I wanted to string up by their sneakers since my second day on the job. These boys were no angels. Their prowess for testing adults' patience proved legendary. Sunday school teachers had been known to seek therapy after exhausting futile efforts to mold and shape the little devils in the way of Jesus. That is not an exaggeration, by the way. And after many a blood pressure boiling experience with them, I concluded that even Jesus himself would have left this particular flock stay lost. Our annual cookie baking and Christmas caroling party got off to a rough start that year. Copious amounts of onion powder and black pepper ended up in the Christmas cookies. Christmas cookies intended for homebound members of our congregation to whom we would sing, "Gosh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Smith. I know you look forward to that plate of homemade cookies that the youth group brings you every Advent when we come a-caroling. I know that they're the only treats you get all season long, but they turned out a little, spicy this year, shall we say. I'm sorry." And it's a wonder that we ever actually got out of the parking lot, since when we got to the parking lot, all they could do was sort of run around aimlessly while the adults fumed in frustration. A couple of college girls, home for the holidays, tagged along that night and quickly assessed the situation. While they had been off at college, those annoying little 8th grade boys had morphed into even more annoying freshman boys. Something changed, and that thing was high school. Because now these boys weren't merely annoying, now they were annoying and cocky. So our mission of spreading holiday cheer truly hung in the balance. Every single stop on our tour proved challenging, and every single venture back to the cars proved impossible. And every single song proved painful as the group sluggishly started and limped through to the end. Out of pure exasperation, while the group stalled between songs, one of the university set just couldn't take it anymore, flipped through her songbook and barked, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, sing now!" And it worked. It worked. That endless racket emanated